Listen to me. If you don't tell yourself the truth every single day, the world will lie to you without mercy, and you will believe it. These words are not motivational fluff. They are emotional armor. Say them daily or pay the price silently. I am enough, not when I achieve more, not when I fix myself, not when I become quieter, prettier, stronger, or more acceptable. I am enough right now in this breath, in this imperfect moment. I don't need to earn my worth. I don't need to explain my pain. I don't need to prove that I deserve love, rest, or belonging. My value is not a performance review. It's not a reward handed out by people who barely understand me. Some days I will feel confident. Other days I will feel shaky, emotional, unsure. And none of that disqualifies me. Being human is not a flaw. It's the requirement. I release the lie that says, when I'm better, then I'll be worthy. No, worthiness is not the finish line. It's the starting point. I will stop shrinking myself to make others comfortable. I will stop apologizing for taking up space. I will stop negotiating my self-respect just to feel chosen. Today, I choose to stand in my own truth, even when my voice trembles, even when doubt whispers, even when I'm scared, because courage doesn't mean I'm fearless. It means I show up anyway. I am allowed to feel what I feel without rushing, fixing, or numbing it. I don't shame myself for emotions anymore. I don't label them as weak, dramatic, or inconvenient. My feelings are not problems to solve. They are messages asking to be heard. When I ignore them, they grow louder. When I honor them, they guide me home. Sadness doesn't make me broken. Anger doesn't make me dangerous. Fear doesn't make me incapable. These emotions are signals, evidence that I care, that I'm alive, that something meaningful is happening inside me. I refuse to gaslight myself just because someone else is uncomfortable with my truth. I will not say, I'm fine when I'm not. I will not rush healing just to be palatable. I will not betray my inner world to keep the peace on the outside. Today, I give myself permission to pause, to breathe, to sit with discomfort instead of running from it. Because avoiding pain doesn't make me strong, it makes me disconnected. I can be emotional and grounded. I can be sensitive and resilient. I can feel deeply and stand firmly. My emotions do not control me. They inform me. And when I listen, I respond with wisdom instead of reaction. I trust myself enough to feel fully and move forward honestly. And today, I honor my emotional truth without apology. I do not have to be perfect to be powerful. Perfection is not strength. It's fear wearing a polished mask. It's the exhausting belief that if I get everything right, I won't be judged, rejected, or hurt. But that belief has kept me small, silent, and stuck far longer than any failure ever could. Today, I choose courage over perfection. I allow myself to try before I'm ready, to speak before my voice feels steady, to begin even when the outcome is uncertain. Because growth doesn't happen in the safe, controlled space of almost ready. It happens when I show up messy, honest, and real. I release the need to be flawless to be accepted. The people who require perfection from me are not offering love. They are offering conditions. And I'm no longer negotiating my worth to meet them. Mistakes are not evidence that I'm failing. They are proof that I'm learning, stretching, becoming. Every stumble carries information. Every misstep builds wisdom. Every imperfect attempt is a vote for my future self. I will not wait until fear disappears to take action. I will move with it. I will speak with it. I will create with it, sitting quietly beside me, not driving the wheel. Today, I remind myself I am brave enough to be seen before I'm polished, strong enough to be real instead of impressive, worthy enough to show up as I am, and that is real power. I am not responsible for managing other people's comfort at the cost of my truth. For too long, I learned to soften my voice, dilute my needs, and swallow my boundaries just to keep the peace. I confused being agreeable with being kind. But silence that cost me my self-respect is not kindness, it's self-abandonment. Today, I choose honesty over approval. I remind myself that setting boundaries does not make me cold, selfish, or difficult. It makes me clear. And clarity is an act of respect for myself and for others. The people who benefit from my lack of boundaries may resist them, but that resistance is not my responsibility to carry. I don't need to explain myself into exhaustion. I don't need to justify my no with a tragic backstory. I don't need to earn the right to protect my time, energy, and emotional well-being. Discomfort is not danger. Someone being disappointed in me does not mean I have done something wrong. It simply means I chose myself, and that choice matters. I can be compassionate and firm. I can be loving and boundaried. I can care deeply without carrying what is not mine. Today, I stand in my truth without shrinking. I speak clearly without attacking. I honor my limits without guilt, because every boundary I set is a declaration I matter here. I am allowed to rest without earning it. Rest is not a reward for exhaustion. It is not something I deserve only after I've proven my productivity, my usefulness, or my sacrifice. I have been taught to glorify burnout, to wear tiredness like a badge of honor. But living depleted is not a sign of dedication, it's a warning sign. Today, I choose sustainability over self-destruction. I remind myself that my worth does not rise and fall with my output. I am not a machine. I am a human being with limits, rhythms, and needs that deserve care, not judgment. Rest is not quitting. Rest is refueling. It's how I reconnect with my body, my intuition, my creativity. When I ignore my need for rest, I don't become stronger. I become resentful, numb, and disconnected. I give myself permission to pause before I break, to slow down before life forces me to stop, to listen when my body whispers instead of waiting until it screams. I release the guilt that tells me I'm lazy for needing space. I release the pressure to constantly prove my value through motion. Stillness is not weakness. It is wisdom. Today, I choose to honor my energy. I choose to protect my capacity. I choose to rest because I matter, not because I've earned it. And from this place of rest, I rise stronger, clearer, and more grounded. I can do hard things, even when I'm scared. Fear is not a stop sign. It's a signal that I'm standing at the edge of something meaningful. If I wait until fear disappears, I will wait forever. Courage has never been the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward while my hands are still shaking. Today, I choose bravery in small, honest ways. I don't need to leap. I don't need to conquer everything at once. I just need to take the next right step, the one that aligns with my values, not my comfort. Progress is built in quiet moments of choosing myself again and again. I remind myself that discomfort does not mean I'm failing. It means I'm growing. Every time I stay present in the hard thing instead of numbing, avoiding, or running, I build resilience. I teach myself that I can survive uncertainty and that I can trust myself through it. I have faced hard things before. I have felt broken, overwhelmed, unsure, and I am still here. That matters. My past endurance is evidence of my future strength. Today, I speak to myself with honesty instead of fear. This is hard, and I can handle it. I am allowed to be scared and still move forward. I don't have to be fearless to be brave. I show up anyway. And every time I do, I become someone I can rely on. I don't have to chase belonging. I carry it within me. For so long, I tried to fit myself into places that required me to shrink, perform, or stay silent. I believed belonging was something I earned by being agreeable, impressive, or low maintenance. But true belonging never asks me to betray who I am. Today, I choose authenticity over fitting in. I remind myself that the moment I hide parts of myself to be accepted, I am no longer belonging. I am disappearing. And I refuse to disappear to make others comfortable. My voice, my values, my softness, my strength, all of it deserves space. Not everyone will understand me. Not everyone will stay. And that is not a failure. It is information. The people meant for me will recognize me without requiring me to contort myself into someone else. I belong in the rooms where my truth is welcomed, not merely tolerated. And until I find those rooms, I belong to myself first. Self-belonging is the foundation. Everything else grows from there. Today, I stand rooted in who I am, even when it feels lonely. Especially when it feels lonely, because loneliness fades, but self-betrayal leaves scars. I choose to show up as I am, not louder, not smaller, not edited. And in doing so, I create the conditions for real connection. I don't chase belonging anymore. I practice it. I am allowed to let go, even when I don't have closure. I have spent too much time replaying conversations, waiting for apologies that never came, hoping someone would finally explain why they hurt me. But healing does not require their understanding. Closure is not something I receive, it's something I choose. Today, I choose peace over unanswered questions. I remind myself that holding on does not equal loyalty, and letting go does not erase the love, effort, or meaning that once existed. It simply means I am done carrying what no longer serves my growth. I do not need every ending to make sense for it to be real. Some chapters close quietly. Some people leave without explanation, and that uncertainty is painful, but it is not fatal. I release the belief that I must stay stuck to honor what was. I can appreciate what something taught me without letting it define me. I can grieve what I lost and still move forward with dignity. Letting go is not weakness, it's self-trust. It's the moment I decide that my energy is too valuable to be trapped in the past. Today, I loosen my grip. I exhale. I choose forward motion, even if it's slow, even if it's imperfect. Because my future deserves more of me than my past ever will. Life doesn't come neatly packaged. It throws curveballs, challenges, heartbreaks, and moments that make you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. But here's the truth you must whisper to yourself every day: I can handle whatever comes. Not maybe, not sometimes, you can handle it all. This isn't bravado or pretending everything is fine. It's a deep soul, noble acknowledgement that no matter how chaotic life gets, you have the resilience, the courage, and the strength to rise again. Think of every obstacle you faced, the ones that broke you, the ones that scared you, the ones that pushed you to the edge. Look at how you made it through. Every scar, every sleepless night, every tear proves your capacity to endure, adapt, and overcome. Let that history remind you that you are far stronger than you give yourself credit for. When fear whispers that you're not ready, that you'll crumble, that you'll fail, counter it with your affirmation: I can handle it. Feel the power in those words. Let them anchor you when the storm rages. They are a shield, a mantra, a reminder that no challenge is bigger than your spirit. You are not defined by the hardships that come your way. You are defined by how you rise through them again and again. Step into today, knowing this: whatever comes, you have the power to meet it, navigate it, and survive it. And not just survive, but grow, thrive, and shine in the process. Every single day, remind yourself that you are enough. Not when you accomplish more, not when others approve, not when life seems easier. Right now, in this exact moment, you are enough. Say it slowly, let it sink into your bones: I am enough. This isn't a platitude or a fleeting pep talk. It's a declaration of your inherent worth, a shield against the whispers of doubt that creep in from the world. The world will try to convince you that you need to do more, be more, or earn your place. But you don't. You are enough simply because you exist. Feel it in your chest. Feel it in your heartbeat. This affirmation isn't just about self-love. It's about liberation. It's about standing tall in a society that constantly measures you by external achievements. Let it remind you that your value is intrinsic, unwavering, and unstoppable. Every time fear, guilt, or shame knocks at your door, meet it with this truth: I am enough. Let it echo through your mind. Repeat it in front of the mirror. Whisper it before you sleep. Shout it when the world tries to diminish you. This final reminder ties together every affirmation you've spoken today. You are courageous, you are worthy, you are deserving, and above all, you are enough. Take this with you as you step into each new day, carrying it like a torch of light. Let it guide your choices, your relationships, and your dreams. Stand in your power, trust your voice, and live with the unshakable certainty that you, just as you are more than enough. You've got this, today, tomorrow, always,